Hello, everyone who's watching this. It's Thien here with a review of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood Ezio Auditore di Firenze. You like how I rolled that R right there, do you? Okay, anyways. He's, pretty nicely painted. Not really. Well, yeah, it actually is. But this part right here just looks a bit sketchy. And I have one thing that really it really bothers me. How the hell did it get there? It's just not my thumb. It's a weird little smiley face. You can obviously see it. It took me a while to notice it, though. I mean, was this some cruel joke? Anyway, aside from that, which still annoys the crap out of me, there's this. You can actually see there's a lot of detail, like in the game. It's very accurate to the game, except for maybe the face. And Ezio's even bald. Anyway. Yeah, so the eyes, if you... let me adjust that. Get into focus. Okay, the eyes are googly. Eyes are extremely googly. There's also this, accurate. He's bend in and out, posing the legs. The box, I believe this was made by GameStar, or another company that I never heard of until then. They said it was extremely posable. It's not exactly extremely posable. It's gonna help him to get at like a crouching position, which I'm pretty sure you could get if you tried hard enough and bent the plastic enough. But yeah, so you can sort of get Ezio so where he's putting a knee up. You can leg split. Oh yeah, and the feet can do this. So Ezio can dance. Jokes aside, I'm kind of bothered, but still. Okay, so let's move on. Got the Assassin's Crest here. And you got the sort of wrist blades coming out and everything. And I got this at Target. A bit late to be saying that. But yeah, so on the hands, basically wrist blades. There's the second set of hands, which I lost one of the hands. I lost the left hand. You can attach that, and then you get the sword. I forget what this sword was called, but it helped me make sense of how the sword worked. I was always confused, and I was like, oh, it's so obvious. You just lift this part up and put your hand in. It's supposed to be one of the strongest swords in the game itself. It's an outside air sword, which I really miss. And I was kind of hoping they'd include... sorry. Yeah, so strongest swords in the game, aside from the Milanese sword. And Ezio looks plain old cool holding this. Man. So he can do this, he can do sort of other poses like ha ha. And sort of his figure kind of looks cooler from the side, I think, or from this certain angle. And the sword itself is made of very bendable plastic that really doesn't mold back very well. You can see here. You probably can see here. Anyway, just gotta straighten that out first, like a little plume. Aside from if you don't want to hold the sword, which you actually can incorporate a lot of cool poses with the sword. You can just have it in here. It's very game accurate again, like I said before. And you can even have him holding his other hand. You know, like assassins do. Sorry about that. Okay, anyways. Again, this, I'll try. I'm gonna try and get him into some sort of crouching position. The legs tend to be pushed back to get into this sort of position where he's going sort of onward ho, my friends, towards an expedition for... No, sorry. Let's see. This you can pop this off too. Like I said, I lost the left hand, so I can't show it to you. Just imagine the right hand on the left side and switched over to where the left hand would be. Just look at your left hand and imagine that. So also other details, right here you can see the pouches correctly. Not my thumb. I'm talking about these pouches. And So instead you can put this backwards. I said you can have it floating up, but you can't really, it bends back. There's other cool poses, like if you have the time to, you know, hold them together, you can have it so he's like dropping. But otherwise, you know, that actually should be all. Again, I don't know what the hell happened here, or what the heck happened here with the smiley face. Again, the googly eyes. My brother tried playing with this. He's like, "Oh, brother, I love watching you play that game." And then he gives it back. He's like, "Oh my god, what?" No, the face you get used to. The feet tend to purposely make him stand so you can't see his eyes too well. And the goatee is actually quite accurate. Figure's gonna get in the way here for a bit. If you've noticed in the game, he actually did have the little scar right there. And the little thing right there. The lips, this part kind of smudges off a bit. Actually, yeah, that is all. It's a good toy. There are others in the line. There's, of course, the villain, Cesare, because otherwise, Ezio wouldn't have anyone to fight. And then there's Machiavelli. Sorry, I'm trying out new voices. Anyway, yeah, Machiavelli, that one dude. And there's, oh, you know, there's Leonardo da Vinci, which I question why he didn't have his own action figure line in the first place. I mean, really. I mean, who doesn't love him? And there's also probably the two most popular Assassin's Creed Brotherhood multiplayer characters. There's the Harlequin, then there's that doctor guy who poisons people and such. Ezio actually kills him. Anyways, yeah, that's all. Tally-ho! Ezio never says tally-ho. But if you like these reviews, I have some more coming up with these characters. And a bunch of other reviews I've been delaying. So, yes, tally-ho.